Good morning. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. I want to talk to you today about confidence. A number of years ago, Bob Proctor wrote an article on self-confidence, and he pointed out that there are three types of self-confidence, but there was only one that would hold water. He said the people who develop the proper type of self-confidence appear to live a charmed life. They are admired and respected by their peers. A false sense of self-confidence is non-productive. This is when people have low self-esteem. However, their desire for acceptance and success causes them to put on a front. They tell themselves, I'm not very good at what I do, but I want you to think I'm good at it. The second type of confidence is a real form of confidence, but unfortunately never earns people the real joy that life offers. People with this type of confidence do what they do well and they know it, but they make certain everyone else knows it as well. And that quickly turns into deceit. He said the real winners have a divine self-confidence. They do what they do well, and they also know why. These fortunate individuals have an awareness of an infinite power that is within. They merely choose to build an image in their marvelous mind of what they want to do. All of the truly great achievers in life have developed this divine self-confidence. It is the result of years of study and a self-imposed discipline. That reminds me of something else that Bob Proctor would say. He said, discipline is not having someone make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, like in the military, and then you're punished. His definition of self-discipline was to give yourself a command and then follow it. And then health, happiness, and prosperity will be your reward. About confidence, Bob Proctor said, if you have divine self-confidence, you know how fortunate you are. If you don't, begin to study yourself. You will develop it. Self-confidence is a must for a fulfilled life. Self-confidence is nothing more than knowledge. To be self-confident, all you need is information, but he said, you don't just need knowledge. You need to apply it. If you do something well 5,000 times, you know you can do it. Therefore, you're confident. And if you've never done it before, you don't know. Without knowledge, you doubt. If you want to be confident, then give yourself the chance to find out what your abilities are. By trying new things and taking the risk to stretch your present level of ability, you discover that trying is the key. You come to know that taking a chance is not the end of the world. You realize that security and peace are not the grounds on which self-confidence is developed. Without at least trying, you know you're living well below your ability limit. Self-doubt is a progressive illness. When you refuse to risk and try confidence-building projects, you begin the downward spiral of rejecting growth opportunities and settling instead for the safety net of life. That pattern is the safety net syndrome. Bob Proctor suggested that if you refuse to leave the nest, you don't try anything that in any way threatens your security and safety factors. When was the last time you tried something that you've never done before. When were you last exposed to some growth opportunity? By taking some risk and succeeding, you create that pattern of stretching your ability and increasing your knowledge about your skill level. What kind of a risk taker are you? Take some chances. You will develop more confidence. You have amazing potential. Stretch yourself. Be all that you can be. Do you think about what you really want rather than worrying about what it would take to accomplish it? What if you just practice thinking and feeling as if it's already done, already accomplished? How would that feel? You not only survived, you're thriving. You took a chance, you stepped out and did something big, something that scared you, and it grew you to another level, more confident. If you have no confidence in yourself, you are twice defeated in the race of life. With confidence, you have won even before you started. And a great part of courage is the courage of having done the thing before. When you practice doing something that you're afraid of, pretty soon it just becomes part of who you are. You become an expert. You become good at it. We're so afraid of failing, but when we're little kids and you try and walk and fall down, Bob Proctor used to say, you don't just say, well, that's it. I guess I'll crawl the rest of my life. No, you try and try and fall. Maybe you try and hurt and you fall and you hurt yourself. Or you run and you fall and you skin your knee. But you keep going. And then you want to try something else like riding a bicycle. And again, you fall, but you keep trying. Whether you're 30, 40, 50, 60, or 70 years old, you don't have to worry about, oh, I'm not good at that, so I won't try it. What about trying it? So what if you fall? You're going to learn something new. You're going to grow to a greater level. You're going to allow something better to come into your life, experience more life. You have a divine spark of infinite potential. You are an infinite spirit, and you're living in a physical body. And that physical body is meant for you to step out and experience life. Do something that you haven't done before and see how much fun it is, or fail and try again. Your spirit is meant for expansion. The universe is always for expansion and fuller expression. And you are part of this infinite universe. We gain strength and courage and confidence by each experience in which we really stop to look fear in the face and do the thing we think we cannot do. William Shakespeare said, our doubts are traitors. They make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. Faith is to believe what you do not see, and the reward of this faith is to see what you believe. So what is it that you really want? I'm going to ask you to see it in your mind as already done. Feel in your heart, in your subconscious mind, in every cell of your being, What would it look like? What would it feel like? You've already accomplished it. What are you dreaming about? Some people say they want to get a master's degree in something. If that's a goal, what will it do for your life? What will it allow you to accomplish? Are you loving the work that you do? If not, why are you staying there? Is there something that you truly desire? If you could do or be or have anything in your life, it could be material, it could be a position, it could be a way of living. If you have a pen and paper in front of you, write it down. It might be a fantasy right now, but write down if you could choose to live a certain way, if you could accomplish what you really want, if you feel you have a divine purpose, or you really want to do something and other people are trying to stop you, or they think a different way of life is better for you, what do you want? Write it down in the present tense, feeling as if it's done. If you're having trouble thinking about, well, I don't know how it would feel if it's already done, then why do you want it? Write down what you desire and why. What will that do for your life? If you're ready to stop repeating the past and start creating your future and stop living the same story that someone else wrote for you, you have to get aligned with your true self, not the version of you that is that is shaped by fear or obligation or other people's expectations. It's not about fixing yourself, it's about revealing who you were always meant to become. And that takes courage and that takes confidence. And I found the article that Bob Proctor wrote about confidence. He said, for many people, if the word confidence is given any thought, it is looked upon as a personality trait that you either have it or you don't have it, something you're born with or without. In reality, confidence is a mental state that you can develop if you are prepared to pay the price. It's also important for you to understand that the price is small relative to the return. Having confidence will free you to go wherever your heart leads you, to do what you must do. Confidence gives you strength with style. It generates a non-physical aura that captures the conscious attention of everyone in your presence. It is that something which others admire. Confidence sets up a vibration that causes others to trust in your ability. It instills in them a feeling of safety when following your lead. When you are confident, you know, and you know that you know. You possess an awareness of a powerful truth. You are one with the infinite. You know that when you are in tune with the unseen power that is in every molecule of your being, you will always solve whatever problem you will be facing, because this power is far greater than any condition or circumstance with which you could be confronted. If you doubt yourself, if you doubt your ability, if you feel you're not able to do the job or solve your problems, the advice in this article will not matter. That's the critical question. How do you develop confidence and tune into this power? Permit us to suggest that you already have confidence. You might not have it when you want it or possibly in the area you need it, but you've got it. Confidence is knowing. It is an inner certainty, and absolutely nothing can change it. It wouldn't matter what happened, what anyone said or did. When you have confidence, when you know, when you listen to that inner voice, what you know cannot be changed regardless of the challenge. After the Wright brothers made the first manned flight, do you think that another person saying, "You can't fly," who would change what they knew? Their reply would have been, "I know I can. I just did." They were confident because they knew. Ultimately, confidence is knowledge. If you were going to parachute out of a plane, you would most certainly want to have a lot of confidence in the parachute. The more you knew about the parachute, its construction, material, how it was packed, the more your confidence would either increase or decrease. Your confidence in the parachute is largely determined by your knowledge of the parachute. The dictionary defines confidence as a feeling or consciousness of one's powers or of reliance on one's circumstances. Contrary to popular belief, your confidence has very little with anything to do with your intellect. It has, however, everything to do with your faith. This explains why an individual who might be intellectually inferior steps out and confidently pursues their dream, while their counterpart with an advanced academic credential fearfully holds on to a position that they detest while their dream dies in their mind. The more knowledge and understanding you have about yourself, the greater will be your confidence. Pure, raw self-confidence is what permits you to move ahead in life. Self-confidence gives you license to have a positive attitude about your ability to become competent in any area you might presently know little about. Someone once said that the room for improvement was the largest room in the world, the room for self-improvement. Regardless of where you are on your personal confidence gauge, these 3 points will be of value to you. Number 1, check your self-image. Number 2, check your strengths and weaknesses. And number 3, train your mind to see in all people what they do not see in themselves. Your self-image is a critical part of your mental machinery when it comes to keeping your confidence humming. When you think of anything, you think in pictures. What kind of picture comes to your mind when you think of yourself? Confidence is an inside job. To have or not have confidence has nothing to do with what is happening outside of you. Confidence is determined by what is going on inside of you. You are a creative distributor of a life-giving force. Think about that. Dwell on that. Remember, what you put out always comes back. When you build the picture of your dream, see yourself as a service-oriented, happy, healthy, prosperous individual. Understand it was your creative ability that enabled you to build the picture. Your dream is spirit in an organized form, an organized, non-physical form. You built the picture. It is in your marvelous mind body. Mind and body cannot be separated. Therefore, it must move into physical form with and through you. As long as you hold the image of your dream, the image will affect your movements. It is also what dictates what is attracted into your life. Realize that you can connect with the ever-present, all-knowing, all-powerful, life-giving force that we refer to as spirit. And you can connect at will. Train yourself to see yourself as having such awesome powers. See the willingness of spirit working with you, to and through you. The more you permit these ideas to move into the feeling side of your personality, your emotional mind, your subconscious, the more confidence you will have. Your level of confidence is going to be in direct ratio to your awareness of your oneness with spirit, the ever-present, all-knowing, all-powerful, life-giving force. That second step, check your strengths and weaknesses. You might take a pad of paper and a pen and begin making a couple of lists. If you're honest with yourself, you might find your weaknesses outweigh your strengths. Now, this might come as a surprise to you. Forget about developing your weaknesses. If you've written them down, maybe shred them or burn them. Don't focus on your weaknesses. Instead, put all your energy into developing your strengths. Direct your efforts and your attention to getting better at what you already do well. Keep getting better at it until you have mastered it. It makes sense to do what you enjoy and do what you do well. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it, and the more you will enjoy it. You will naturally exude confidence. You will be able to say with conviction, I'm good. I know I'm good, and I know why I'm good. That's confidence. If you didn't know why you were good, it would be conceit as opposed to confidence. The third step is to train your mind to see in all people what they do not see in themselves. Begin to treat every person you come in contact with as the most important person in the world. Look at them with a new awareness. See every person as an expression of spirit. Spirit is always perfect. Refuse to permit another person to influence how you see and treat them. Their speech, actions, and results may clearly indicate that they do not like themselves. Love them anyway. Look for what they do well and let them know you noticed it. Give everyone a sincere, merited compliment. Their good work is spirit shining through them. Look for it. Remember the age-old advice, seek and you will find. Leave everyone better off for having met you. The real beautiful part of this third step is the good you find in others is a reflection of the good that is in you. You might be wondering how this is going to increase your confidence. Know that real confidence turns dreams into reality, into physical reality, into form. That's the kind of confidence you need to strive for. Notice your inner dialogue. If it's unkind, change it. Talk about how good you feel now that you've accomplished whatever it is you're setting out to do. See yourself in the picture of your dream goal. You can see it as a movie and you're acting out a part. But isn't it fun when you're watching a movie and you get so involved that you jump out of your seat, you get scared, or you start crying? That's emotionally involved. What do you desire? What do you really want? Decide. And in your mind, in your heart, in every cell of your being, start to act as if you're already there. The more you play the role, the more confident you become. And then one day, your vision simply becomes your reality. You are living what you previously thought, what you previously dreamt about, what you previously envisioned. Whatever you're visioning now, write it down. Get it programmed into every cell of your emotional being, into your subconscious. Match your thoughts, your inner dialogue, your feelings with what you want. And as you act from that place of already having it, it just naturally becomes your life. Direct your attention and your efforts to going after what you really want. You are one with infinite. You are co-creating your life. Create a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7. And for my clients, we're going to talk about bringing that into reality. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. Create a wonderful day.